What's up guys, so today's video is another full day of eating. So I've actually started my bulk. Well, I prefer to call it a lean gaining phase. So what I'm trying to do is minimize how much fat I put on, but actually maximize how much muscle I'm going to put on. The reason I'm trying to do that is it's a slower process, but it's going to be a lot better for my physique in the long term. The first thing I'm going to do in the morning is fill up my bottle of water to make sure I'm drinking and staying hydrated throughout the day. So I'm going to have my morning supplements, so 4 fish oil capsules, 1 multivitamin tablet, 1 glucosamine tablet, and 1 Bio-Magnesium tablet, basically for like overall health and more joint mobility. And so I do take them all in one go, just because it's a lot quicker that way. It's a lot easier for me. Alright guys, so I wait about 1 hour after I wake up to have my first meal of the day. So the first meal is going to be a shake, and I'm going to show you guys what I put in it. So number 1, food scale. Make sure you have a food scale. So first up is 60 grams of oats. So next up is 22 grams of peanut butter. Make sure you weigh everything so you're accurate. 23 grams, that's alright, 1 gram difference. Next up is a scoop of protein. Whatever protein you have is fine, so just use that. I think a chocolate flavor will be better. This one's actually chocolate cake batter, so it tastes really nice. And then I'm going to do 150 grams of berries. You can do blueberries, mixed berries, doesn't really matter. Right now I've got the mixed berries. There we go. And then I'm going to do 35 mils of sugar-free maple syrup. This whole cup is 30 mils. And I'll just do a little bit. Alright, so next up is almond milk. I just use the normal almond milk. I'm going to put 250 mils, which is 1 cup. There we go. And then I just get 150 mils of water, and that'll be the last thing. So now I'm going to blend it up. Alright, so now we're going to blend up the shake. I like to stop it, shake it up a bit, just do it again. Do that just a few times, it'll be done. Alright, so it's done. That is meal 1. Cheers. That's good. So now I'm going to wait a few hours and I'm going to have my next meal, which is meal 2. But right now, it's time for me to do my grocery shopping. So I'll show you guys everything that I get when I come back. Just so you guys know, the macros for this first meal is 40 protein, 92 carbs, and 25 fat. Alright guys, so I just got done with my grocery shopping. I'll show you guys what I got. So the first thing is I got a body weight scale. Got a new one because my other one was didn't work properly, wasn't any good. So new scale. I weigh myself every single morning as soon as I wake up, and I just track my weight like that just to know the amount of calories I'm consuming, what it's actually doing to my body, whether I'm losing weight, gaining weight, stuff like that. It's really important. So we'll start off with this. 2 packets of lean meat. 2 packets of chicken tenderloins. I used to use the chicken breast, but now I use the tenderloins because it's just a lot easier to cut up. Almond milk. Jasmine rice. That'll be for meal 3. Got some more of that Nando seasoning, my favorite one. Got some deodorant. I like Lynx. Then so I've got 5 bunches of asparagus in here. Rolled oats or traditional oats. I choose to use these because they're less processed than quick oats, so I always use the rolled oats. I wouldn't bother using quick oats just because they're way too processed. They lose like valuable nutrients. And then just some more deodorant. So that's all for my grocery shopping today. I'm gonna have my second meal in about 2 to 3 hours, so I'll see you guys then. So I started my reverse diet. Now if you're wondering what that is, it's basically the opposite of a diet. So instead of decreasing your calories every week, you just increase your calories slowly every single week. So a few weeks ago I was on 2,000 calories. I showed you that. It was the full day of eating. And then what I did was each week I would increase my calories by 300. So I went from 2,000 one week, and then 2,300, and then 2,600, and now this week I'm on 3,000. So the point of the reverse diet is basically so your body adjusts to increasing your calories, because you don't want to just go from 2,000 calories all the way up to 3,000. You want to slowly increase to just let your body adjust to the extra calories. Alright guys, so we're on our way to get meal 2. I'll see you guys in a bit.
Welcome, how can I help you?
Hi, can I get a large Oprego Burger meal?
Yep, double or triple fillet?
Double?
What drink would you like to have?
Water please.
The large double Oprego meal with water?
Yep, and can I get 2 of the Ben & Jerry ice creams, the small one?
Yep, which flavor are that?
So Cookie Carnival and chocolate chip cookie dough.
Cookie Carnival and yep, anything else, man?
That's all, thank you.
Anything else actually? No, that's all together. I'll just let you know anyway.
Alright, thanks man. Stop recording for the time. What the fuck? So yeah, as you guys see, I got some Oportos. I'm actually trying a new dieting approach with this bulk. So it's IFYM. Basically what that stands for is if it fits your macros. Now the concept of this diet is basically, it doesn't matter where you get your macronutrients from, so like the foods you eat. At the end of the day, the totals of your macros is what matters the most. So for example, if your macros are 200 grams of protein, 200 grams of carbs, and like 50 grams of fat, it doesn't exactly matter what foods you get those macros from. It's just important that you actually hit those numbers. So I still keep majority of my meals clean, I guess you could say, like clean meals, organic. I cook them myself, but then I do have one meal, which is the second one every day, which I keep, you know, sort of. This second meal is pretty much, you know, it's like Oportos fast food. So yeah, basically it's still got pretty good macros, but tastes fucking awesome, which is like the main benefit. So I don't feel so restricted on my diet. I am bulking, so I don't want to go like, there's 2 approaches. Basically there's people that go absolutely crazy and just eat whatever the fuck they want and don't track and stuff. That's definitely not the approach you want to go for if you're trying to put on quality muscle, just because you're just going to blow up and put on heaps of fat, and there's no point in that, because when you go to cut down, you're going to have to go and cut for longer, and you could potentially just cut into more muscle the longer you keep your diet going on for. The best approach when bulking is you actually want to track your calories, track your macros, do a reverse diet, do it slowly. It's a longer process, it is more difficult, more challenging, but it's a lot more worth it, and it's going to be a lot better for your physique in the long term. It's just a much better approach than just eating whatever the fuck you want, eating dirty. Definitely don't do that. Alright guys, we got the second meal of the day. This is obviously my favorite meal. It tastes fucking awesome. So we got chips, burger, and then I accidentally bought 2 ice creams. I was only meant to get 1, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna eat 1 today, and I'm gonna save 1 in the fridge for tomorrow. And then obviously got water. Whenever I eat out, I always buy water. That's like my most important tip, I'd say. I always get water. Don't bother getting like Coke or Sprite, whatever it may be. There's no point in drinking your calories, it's just a waste. Always make sure your calories come from food, and always just drink water whenever you eat out. So yeah, that's my tip. So I'm gonna smash this now, and I'll see you guys for meal 3. Just so you guys know, the macros for this meal are 31 protein, 92 carbs, and 26 fat. What's up guys, so we're here for meal 3. It's been about 3 hours since meal 2. So I'm gonna show you guys how I actually prepare my chicken. First things first, I washed it, cleaned it off, and dried it. Make sure you always do that, obviously. And then I'm just gonna cut it up. I like to cut it up into small pieces. That's just the way I like to do it. This isn't the only way you can cook chicken. It's just the way that I like to do it, of course. For this meal, I need about 170 grams of chicken breast. That's when it's cooked. So I've used about 5 tenderloins. If it's too much, I'll just use the rest of it tomorrow. But it should be about right. But yeah, I do cook, I weigh my chicken breast when it's actually cooked. So chop it up, and then next is I'm gonna put some seasoning on it. So I've got my Nando seasoning. I just put it on top, mix it through, and then put some more. I'm going to put just a little bit more. Don't be afraid to use seasoning, guys. It's going to save your life. It's going to make chicken and anything really taste a lot better. So yeah, now I'm going to cook that up. Alright, so the way I cook my chicken is just on a pan, and I use some oil. So I use extra virgin olive oil. You can use coconut oil if you want, it's up to you. I'll sort of switch it up. Sometimes I'll use coconut, sometimes I'll use extra virgin olive oil. And I just put a bit. I'm gonna let the pan warm up, and then I'm gonna put my chicken on. Another way you can cook your chicken is you can oven bake it. It's slower. Which is why I don't do it. I prefer just doing it on a pan, also because it gets a bit crispy because I do it on high heat. And it's just a lot quicker. I don't like spending too long in the kitchen. So that's the way I do it. Alright, so once your pan's heated up, it's time to put the chicken on the pan. So I'm just gonna let that sit like that for a little bit. Maybe wait 4 to 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna flip them over. Alright guys, so I've got my chicken cooking in the background. I'm just gonna prepare the asparagus while I'm waiting. So I've got 8 sticks of asparagus here. What I like to do, get them all together and cut the ends off, and then I just cut them into 3 pieces. The longest piece will be the ones at the end, because that's the part that tastes the best. So I cook them similar to the way I cook the chicken. So I cook them in the pan once the chicken's done. So I'm just going to wait a little bit for the chicken to be finished. Alright guys, so it's time to flip the chicken. probably did leave it for a little bit too long. But that's because I was making the video. So, but it's not really burnt. It's just more crispy. It's the way I like it. You don't have to cook it that way, obviously. You can do it whatever way you want. I'm just gonna turn down the heat and let that sit for a little bit longer. Alright guys, so I've got my jasmine rice here. I cooked it up earlier. I just cook it in a rice cooker. It's pretty simple. Just add water and let it sit there for a little bit so it sort of expands, so there's more volume. So I'm just gonna weigh it out to 200 grams for this meal. Alright guys, it's time to cook the asparagus. So again, olive oil, just a little bit. I just do it in the same pan as I had the chicken. So I just let it sit on low heat and keep like turning it around for about 5 minutes. I'll show you guys the final product. Alright guys, so that's meal 3. So we've got 170 grams of chicken breast, 8 sticks of asparagus, and 200 grams of rice. So the macros for this meal are 60 protein, 56 carbs, and 8 fat. So yeah, this is my pre-workout meal. I'm gonna go to the gym in about 2 to 3 hours. So I'll see you guys then. Alright guys, so I'm just about to go to the gym. I prepared all my supplements. So intra workout, I'm gonna drink this during my workout. BCAAs. I've got my creatine, which I'm gonna take now. And also, this is meal 4, so just a scoop of protein and a scoop of glutamine. I'm gonna drink that after my workout. So that's the 4th meal for today. Now I'm gonna show you how to take the creatine. I just use 1 scoop, so 5 grams pretty much. Just a scoop like that. And yeah, just take it like that. It's nice and quick, get it done, finished. The reason I don't mix it in with a drink or with water is because it doesn't dissolve properly. So yeah, it just sucks when you mix it with like water or BCAAs or a pre-workout and it's all grainy and like it just, I don't know, I really don't like it. So I just choose to take it that way. It's nice and quick, just get it over and done with. With creatine, you can take it before your workout or you can take it after. To be honest, it doesn't really matter too much. I just prefer to take a pre-workout because I feel like it's going to help me work out better and give me better performance in the gym. So that's why I take a pre-workout. Now, in terms of pre-workout drinks, I don't take them every day. The reason is because if you take pre-workout drinks every day, your body's going to get used to them. So you're going to be immune to them. And if you take them every day, you're going to get used to them and they're not going to work as well. So what I do is I take them on Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. Those are the only days I actually take pre-workout. So today's Monday and I'm training back, so I'm not going to take it today, but I will tomorrow. Alright, so I'm going to head to the gym now. I'm going to smash back and I'll see you guys for the 5th and final meal. Alright guys, so I finished up my back workout. It's been about an hour since I finished up at the gym and now it's time for meal 5. Alright guys, so 5th and final meal. This is going to be 100 grams of steak, lean steak, 7 sticks of asparagus, and 150 grams of sweet potato. So the way I cook my steak is, I'm going to put salt and pepper on it. Pepper just makes it taste better. And the salt is really good for a pump. So make sure you're putting salt on your food. Alright, so I've already had the pan heating up for a while with some olive oil in it. And then I'm just going to put more salt and pepper on top. I'm going to let it sit for about 5 minutes and then I'm going to flip it and then let the other side cook. I'm actually going to have the asparagus cooking at the same time. I'm going to cook it the exact same way I cooked it for the previous meal. Alright guys, here we go. 5th and final meal. So I've got 100 grams of steak, 7 sticks of asparagus, and 150 grams of sweet potato. This is actually exactly the same as my other full day of eating when I was shredding. It's my favorite meal to have at the end of the night because it's low carbs, high protein, and low fat as well. So the macros for this meal is 30 protein, 30 carbs, and 10 fat. So the final total for the macros today is 185 protein, 314 carbs, and 91 fat. Alright guys, that's it for the full day of eating. Please remember to give the video a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, and always remember to keep the pump.